This video is brought to you by BossRootin.com with big sales on now, and PowerPerformanceProducts.com, where you can receive $10 off your purchase of Body Storm and Body Effects, the best pre-workout supplements on the market.
Spencer Lazara, MMAinterviews.tv, alongside William the Bull Sriyapai. You got a big fight coming up, Australia. Taking a little bit of short notice. Talk to us about the fight.
Okay, one of the promoters, Billy Olson out of New York, called me up last week asking me if I wanted to fight. I was like, where at? And he's all in Australia. I'm like, all right, cool, so let's do it. And I go, who's the opponent? So the guy that I'm fighting is Kim Johnson. He's a WMC Australian champion. I guess there was a UFC opponent that was supposed to fight him in a Muay Thai fight. They got injured, so Billy knew who I was, so he gave me a call and asked if I wanted to do it. I'm like, it's a little bit short notice, but I'm always down to fight, so let's do it.
Free trip to Australia after? You gonna spend some time and see Down Under?
Actually, I'm supposed to leave on 9/11, kind of weird and ironic, but then I fight on the 16th, so I'll be out there probably just training for the week to get acclimated to the time change and the weather, because I think it's a little cooler there right now. So and from here, it's been in the 90s, 105s. So it's kind of a big weather increase, so I'm gonna bring some little bit warm clothes and just get acclimated and just adjust to it, so I'll be all right.
Yeah, I went there in May, and the jet lag, when I got there, I kind of survived it, so hopefully you'll be all right for the fight, but coming back was death. Have you ever had a fight over that far distance?
I went to Thailand 2 months ago, and I was there for 5 weeks, so I figured they're like a 19-hour day ahead of us, so when I came back, it was like coming back in time. I left on the June 9th, and I come back June 9th. It was kind of weird, So, but it took me about a week to get acclimated back to normal. But I adjust pretty fast. I'm used to the traveling all the time, so it kind of benefits me too. So,
one of the guys just told me, you're like 40 years old? Man, you look like you're 22. What's going on?
I'll be 40 February 5th, but right now I'm 39. But no, I don't go out and party a lot. I always train, always stay in shape, try to eat healthy. I just gotta stay away from the whoppers, That's my down kill, So.
Talk about your long, storied career. I know you're in the Mixed Martial Arts Hall of Fame as well.
Yeah, I've been doing Muay Thai for 28 years now. And then, like, when I met Romy and Batiste back in '98, there's a place called Alternative Fighting. Batiste, I want you to do an MMA fight, bro. I'm like, I don't know anything on the ground. I never even did jiu-jitsu or anything. So they put me in the very first King of the Cage back in '99 in Saboba Casino. I ended up fighting the main event against Kit Cope. And I know he did a Muay Thai world champion as well too. So we're like, okay, 2 world champion Muay Thai fighters doing a cage fight. And I guess he had some Greco-Roman wrestling back in the day. So when we first started fighting, he did a big shot at me, lifted me up, slammed me down. And we were trying to do a scramble, and we got each other in some leg locks. I had no idea what to do with their leg lock. I was looking at Batiste like this, like that. And I was like, oh, screw it. So I just kind of fought my way out of a knee bar. And everybody thought my knee was going to pop, but luckily I was flexible. So I ended up reversing it, and I ended up doing a rear naked choke on him. So I was like, everybody's like, oh shit, so I pulled it off with the rear naked choke. Then after that, I started getting more into jiu-jitsu, learning more of the takedowns and defensive. So that kind of helped me out. Then I started more MMA fights. So now my record is 12-5 as an MMA record. So it's pretty cool,
But you prefer to do Muay Thai rules fights?
Oh yeah, I love to stand up and bang with people. It's fun on the ground, but it's kind of frustrating, especially you get someone that wants to strike with you in a cage fight, then they go and take you down. You're like, come on, man. But that's part of the game, though. If someone gets hurt, they're gonna go to what they know.
Do you notice a difference in the MMA gloves and the full Muay Thai gloves you would use in a Muay Thai fight in your hands at all?
Not really. Because it's the way you punch. If you're gonna punch wrong and like wild and crazy, you're gonna end up hurting yourself regardless. It's the same thing with boxing gloves on. If you punch wild and crazy, you're gonna hurt yourself. It's just, if you punch straight with good accuracy and with precision, you're gonna be fine.
How about the impact?
Impact's a little bit harder with the MMA gloves. You got what, 4-ounce versus 10-ounce gloves, so you got a little bit more padding with the boxing gloves versus the MMA gloves. But if you have a pretty tough job, I think you'll be okay. So I got a pretty good one on me.
How long do you see yourself fighting? What are your goals? Do you want to just continue with Muay Thai? Do you want to do a few MMA fights?
I might do maybe one more MMA fight, and I have like maybe 2 more Muay Thai fights at the end of the year. then I just wanted to pretty much call it quits. So I'm trying to go out on a good note, you know, get all wins before I retire this year.
Chris Cully today, loud mouth over there, sparring with that guy. Well, how was that?
He's getting ready to fight Chris Saunders on the next IFS show. So he's fighting him on the 17th or 18th. So I get back from Australia on the 16th. I fight the 16th, but I come back the 16th. You know, again, another weird time change. So, you know, so that'll give me time to come back, get a little bit acclimated, and work his corner. So that's why I've been working with him, getting a little Muay Thai stuff on him. So showing him some little tricky stuff, so that way he can use it on this guy. Because he's Chris Saunders is more mainly an MMA guy, you know. So, but Chris has more of a Muay Thai background. So, you know, but he transferred into MMA because he's working with Joe Stevenson, Romy, and us at Millennia all the time. So, but now he's been dying to get a Muay Thai fight. So we're like, finally got him one, you know. So now I get to finally work with him Muay Thai. So he doesn't have to worry about getting taken down no more. Cool. So that's a good thing, you know.
Anything else you want to say?
Just, you know, thank you to all my fans. You know, thank you for all the support throughout the years, and you'll be seeing more of the Bull later on. You know, if not in the fight, in the corners. So.
I'm Spencer Lazare. This man is William the Bull Sriyapai. We're here at Millennia MMA. His fight will be in Australia coming up in a couple weeks here. Hopefully that'll be aired and you guys can catch it. I'm Spencer Lazare at MMAinterviews.tv.
Godspeed and party on.